Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Welcome to the first ever Wrestlemania Predictions by the Unmarked Marks podcast. I'm Lunchbox.
your boy Tony, Two-Tap,
Chad.
and if you didn't know, then your ass better call somebody.
All right. How do you want to start this off? Do you just want me to go down the WrestleMania card?
I think we should preface this with we are recording this Thursday, April 4th, so we are recording this before the SmackDown.
Good
I don't know if this is going to end up rendering and uploading on Friday or Saturday. Well, let's preface that because a lot of people's predictions can change depending on the go-home shows. I know a lot of people are superstitious about who stands tall at the go-home shows and how that affects the outcomes. I think we should start with just running down the card. Saturday, talk about Saturday, and then run down Sunday and talk about Sunday.
All right, so I'll just go through the match and you guys give our opinions.
Yes, sir.
Go for it.
All right, so WrestleMania Night 1. What do you guys think about Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Santos and Dominic?
Santos and Dominic are going to win, and Carlito's going to turn on them, on Rey.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Hopefully, someone gets an apple spit in their face.
No, if Carlito's involved, somebody's getting spit in the face.
Oh, yeah.
And COVID happened a few years.
Well, if COVID happens, they're going to spray you with water. What Gunther and Sami Zayn?
Gunther's retaining.
Gunther.
You guys think? How do you think Gunther retains? Does Chad Gable turn on Sami Zayn?
Oh, no, I think
Gable
it's
doesn't
clean.
need I think we're going into a prolonged squash match, like John Cena and Brock at SummerSlam.
What about the six-pack tag team ladder match?
Awesome Truth.
You're gonna have to. Awesome
Yeah,
Truth.
but there's two sets of tag titles, Chad.
Yeah, it's probably going to be Awesome Truth and...
Hold on, what'd you say, Ant?
They're splitting them?
Yeah. The match is not over until once a team grabs the title, the next titles are up for grabs.
Awesome Truth is getting the Raw set.
I'm gonna say Awesome Truth and Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne.
I would like those. That would be my dark horse. Like, I would love to see those candidate. I just don't think it's gonna happen.
I honestly, for some reason, think they're going to give it to Grayson and Austin.
Well, if I remember correctly, there was talks that they were going to remove Grayson and Austin from the match.
There are.
Who's going to replace them?
Pretty Deadly.
They're not going to put it on Pretty Deadly.
Were you going to say the Dudleys?
No, I was saying Corbin and
Braun Breaker.
They're just coming through and I want to see Braun Breaker in a ladder match.
That'd be terrifying. Who do you think, Chad? Awesome Truth and who?
Awesome Truth, and I think if they're in it, Grayson and Austin. If they're in there. If not, then probably Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that.
There's a DIY, Awesome Truth, the
DX.
Huh?
DX is not gonna win.
No, I don't think DIY is winning. All right, next match is Jey Uso versus Jimmy.
Jay.
I want Jay, but we all know Jimmy's going to win somehow, some way. It's going to end up happening.
If the match If the match ends clean, it's Jay. If the match ends dirty, it's Jimmy.
Either way, it's Jimmy.
I don't think Jimmy's going over Jay cleanly, especially with the Yeet merchandise.
No.
There's also no Yeet merchandise.
You know what the fuck I mean, man.
All right, what about the man versus mommy?
Rhea Ripley's going over in a prolonged squash match a la Brock and John.
I'm gonna say Rhea too.
I'm gonna say Becky.
You're smoking crack.
I think Rhea is going to beat the brakes off of Becky.
I agree. I think Becky's gonna have a good showing, but
Matter of fact, I think the only two titles that don't change hands at Mania is the Intercontinental and possibly the US. I feel like we see a title change hands at every outing this Mania, besides
a
those
la,
two.
a la WrestleMania 22 or
Yeah.
21.
Yeah. Yeah.
With John Cena going over JBL and Batista going over Triple H.
Yeah. Yeah. And with the women's titles too.
I don't remember the women's titles. The women's
I
match.
don't remember the woman. I don't remember.
Yeah, actually, I take that back.
Mickey?
It was Mickey James and Trish.
Yep.
The infamous, like, yeah, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, Monton. Chill.
You didn't say why he's not here. Why is Monton not here?
I heard he got RKO'd somewhere by Randy Orton, but hopefully he wasn't medically cleared, so hopefully he'll be here next week.
Wasn't it over chicken wings?
Yeah, it was like over a hot plate or something.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
It was shitty wings. It wasn't even like hot wings, you know.
Don't mind me.
Nah.
I think I have to trim my beard.
All right, so the next is the main event, which is The Rock and Roman, the
Bloodline's
and the final boss versus Seth freaking Rollins and Cody Rhodes.
Bloodline's going over.
Bloodline rules. Yep.
They're gonna stack the deck against Cody as much as possible.
Yeah, for if the Bloodline goes over, Roman is losing.
Yeah, that's my prediction.
But if Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins go over, Cody is not winning night 2.
You're not bringing Dwayne back for WrestleMania for the first time in 10 years and not getting a victory.
And you're not putting Cody Rhodes in the main event 2 years in a row and him not winning the belt.
Didn't they do that to Roman Reigns against Brock Lesnar?
Yeah, the difference is the people were not with Roman Reigns when he was doing that.
That's true.
Do you remember the last time Roman won anything major in Philly?
It was ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they brought out The Rock. They brought out The Rock thinking it would get Roman over, and they booed The Rock.
Fucking deja vu, bro.
Fucking jabronis. How long do you think the show's going to be?
4 hours.
I'm going to say 6. I'm just kidding. Probably about 4.5.
I'm thinking about 3.5, 4.
Because I know they're going to give the tag team match time. I know they're going to give Rhea and Becky time because of what happened with Rhea and Charlotte. I feel like during the Santos Escobar and Dominic thing, Dominic is going to save his dad from getting jumped. Because I think after this tag match, they're all going to turn on Rey Mysterio.
I think Andrade is gonna interfere.
somehow. But who do you think wins the the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal?
Dude, who's even in it?
I don't know. Just pick a fucking name.
Everybody that's not in WrestleMania already, pretty much. So any nobodies.
My pick is Ricochet. Huh?
Doink the Clown is gonna win it.
Doink the Clown.
Yeah, Doink the Clown's
Like
gonna win.
it's that Legends Battle Royal from fucking WrestleMania 17.
The gimmick battle royal.
What about you,
Um,
Chad?
I think we get a Braun Strowman come back and he wins it.
I don't think he's cleared.
Didn't he get neck surgery?
Yeah, I don't
Did
think
he?
he's cleared.
It's
Yeah,
probably Ricochet then.
surgery.
I mean, he did get. He was at Bloodsport today with Nia Jax and
Charlie
Shayna
Dempsey was
Baszler.
there too.
yeah. Do you see Shayna fucking beat up Masha?
Yeah, I saw the kicks from Jesus.
Like, God, all right, too.
You guys ready to talk about night 2?
I am. I just pulled it up. So we're gonna start off with the Pride versus the Testament in a Philly street fight.
The Testament.
What about you, Chad?
Testament. I'm
I'm gonna
agreeing
go with
with
the
that.
Pride with Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits.
No.
Mister, I got to pick what people pick. Karrion Kross is gonna get a push.
Well, yeah, because Trips is running this shit now.
Yeah, that's why I'm going with the Testament.
What about
Triple H is going to do what CM Punk's going to try to do later that night and make them interesting.
what CM Punk's 10-year absence couldn't do?
Yeah.
You said the Testament, Chad?
Yep.
Why?
Are you locking us
Because
in?
Karrion Kross, I mean, they've got to give him a push eventually. It's got to happen.
It just makes sense. Karrion is the newcomer. Bobby is the vet.
I guess you're right. What about moving on to LA Knight and AJ Styles?
LA Knight.
LA Knight for sure. I got a feeling he's getting pushed over hard. Yeah.
That
Bro.
dude moves merch. He's due for a moment at WrestleMania.
For sure. I agree.
Unless they want to give AJ his lick back that Chris Jericho took from him.
What was LA Knight supposed to do last year? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
Like everybody thought it was going to be Logan Paul. And then it was Seth Rollins. I don't remember. But anyway, the triple threat for the U.S. title is Logan Paul, KO, and Randy Orton.
I'm going with KO.
I'm going with Randy Orton.
Well,
He's going with Logan Paul.
I guess I'll be the ass and go Logan Paul.
I think it's going to be KO because they're going to find a way to continue that feud with Logan Paul. That's money.
Yeah.
It's money.
Yeah,
I think
an RKO out of nowhere. That could be a lot.
it's a triple threat, so that means there's no disqualification. So KO is,
Crazy.
probably going to do some scandalous shit.
Yeah, I could see anybody walking out the champion, but
For sure.
When was the last time we had a good triple threat at Mania?
huh?
When was the last good triple threat at Mania? Was it Charlotte?
Last year,
Who was last year's?
Gunther, Sheamus, and Drew McIntyre.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah. Oh fuck! If you never watched that, bro, go back and watch that.
Dude, last year's a blur to me.
Oh, I agree. Last year's a blur.
Well, no
We're all
doubt
tired
about
of
it.
this
What about Io Sky and Bailey?
Bailey
Bailey.
110.
Yeah, I'm going with Bailey. I feel like huh?
She cannot deny it.
No. That place is gonna erupt. And how about she comes out to her old school hugger theme?
Dude, Bailey's about to turn Philadelphia into huggers.
They were known for being violent. What about Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre?
Damian Priest is cashing in on this.
That's what I was about to say. But I don't
Out of
think
Mania with that title.
Damian successfully does it though.
I think he does, and this is why. CM Punk's on commentary. Someone had a line about CM Punk commentating their victory. How do you keep that feud going? You have CM Punk commentate their victory and them losing their title within seconds on a cash-in.
The only reason why I don't think it's going to be successful is because I have a feeling that Judgment Day is going to turn on him.
That'll be on Monday.
This is why this is going to be successful. Seth is going to take time off. There's been rumors about him taking time off for a while. So Drew McIntyre is going to win. Damian Priest is going to cash in and take the title, and that is going to be the feud Drew McIntyre is involved in until CM Punk is cleared.
I just don't think so because I have a feeling that they're going to kick Damian out and it's going to be either Andrade or Drew McIntyre being replaced in because both of them have been tied with Judgment Day.
Dude, Drew McIntyre is perfect alone.
He is, but can you imagine him with a good group, not three-man band?
Drew McIntyre's whole WWE run is I'm the lone wolf that's going to kick you into oblivion.
But he has been doing some business with the Judgment Day.
Yeah, that's an asshole.
And the Bloodline, but...
So, okay, let me paint this picture for you. I'm not going to disagree with Drew McIntyre, or not Drew McIntyre, but Damian Priest being kicked out of Judgment Day. What happened the Raw after SummerSlam 04 when Randy Orton won the World Heavyweight title?
Yeah.
Damian Priest is going to cash in. He's going to be successful because Drew McIntyre needs a feud to keep him going until CM Punk is cleared. Because Seth Rollins is going to take time off.
Yeah. No, I know Seth is, taking time, so he's not retaining, but it's just a throw up for me of what's, how it's going to all play out.
So say Drew McIntyre leaves Mania with the title, whether or not Damian Priest cashes in or not. What feud do you see on Raw for him? That's main event worthy.
CM Punk.
That's why you build people.
But you need a feud going into it because CM Punk will be cleared by SummerSlam or before SummerSlam. You need something for the next 4 months, 3-4 months. If you have Damian Priest cash in the Money in the Bank and he leaves with the title, he's already in the main event. You don't have to push anyone. You just got to have him be an interim champion while he's feuding with Drew McIntyre. So the real feud that me, you, Drew McIntyre, and everyone else wants to see him in.
I mean, I'm not going to disagree by any means. I just foresee
Drew McIntyre does not need to carry the world title into that match.
He does not. He does not. He does not need to carry it into it.
Now,
But you need a main event feud on Raw right now, with the idea of Seth Rollins taking time off. Andrade just showed up on TV 2 weeks ago. It's not going to be him. But it's Damian Priest. Damian Priest gets kicked out of Judgment Day. You have a Drew McIntyre feud. You have a possible Finn Balor feud. Or both. And that's going to keep you going.
Dirty Dom.
McIntyre busy.
oh, Dirty Dom's going to be the one to kick him out.
Drew McIntyre is going to win over Rollins. Damian Priest is going to cash in. Drew McIntyre is going to beat Damian Priest at Clash of the Castle in Scotland.
I can see it.
That's ballsy.
You're going to give him 2 moments. 2 moments. You're going to give him 2 moments. Because, sure, Damian, he might, beat Seth Rollins and, that's his brief WrestleMania moment before the cash in. But now you're going to give him his moment in his home country. And that's how he's going to re-sign his contract.
I can see it.
Y'all have anything left to say?
I'm good. I'm ready to move on. I'm talked about this.
Let's go to the next.
What do you mean the next, Chad? There's only 2 nights of WrestleMania, and we've
There's
covered
still
both of
one
them.
more match we haven't talked about.
I did save the best for last.
We didn't talk about the Avengers assembling.
Yeah, Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes.
Oh,
Now,
God.
I'm not going to talk about this match as if there's any speculation. I'm just talking about this match with what we know. And what we know for a fact is Cody's going to have the card stacked against him to make his babyface WrestleMania moment sweet.
Yep.
There will be blood. I don't think Seth betrays him like everyone else says. I don't think Seth gets involved in that match at all.
I think Seth betrays him during the tag match.
That's probably more accurate.
Yeah, that's very accurate.
I do think Brandy Rhodes comes out at some point.
Oh, for sure. Or could you imagine Mama Rhodes getting out of her chair like Linda did at WrestleMania 17? That place is going to fucking go insane.
No, absolutely not. I can't imagine that.
Why?
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see geriatric old ladies involved in the main event.
So night 1, Seth is going to betray Cody, and then night 2, The Rock is going to betray Roman.
I don't think Rock betrays Roman that night. I think he's Roman on SmackDown because Roman came to the bloodline by losing the title to Cody.
All right, cool. Good talk, Chad.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it, but wouldn't, instead of it being on SmackDown, wouldn't it be the night after on Raw? Because that's when everything happens.
What brand is Roman Reigns on?
Both. Technically.
He's on SmackDown. The belt associated with him is a SmackDown belt. The reason he's appearing on Raw is because Cody is a Raw superstar.
But
Cody
what is
won the
it?
Rumble and picked Roman Reigns.
But what is the Universal title? It is the Raw and the SmackDown title put together. That's why he goes to both as well.
No, no longer. No longer. Raw has the World Heavyweight title.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, Chad, when's the last time you actually paid attention?
Roman is popping up on Raw because Cody is technically a Raw superstar until he wins that title. So, because Cody's challenging Roman, he's going between both brands because he's challenging that title after he won the Rumble. So
Can I
he's going
just
between. Do you not remember? Do you not remember when Benoit won the Rumble? He was popping up on Raw and he was a SmackDown superstar.
yes, very vividly.
Speaking of which, go back and watch WrestleMania 20 just to watch that video package. It's one of the best video packages ever. It's up there with Rock Austin for 17th.
Can I just say too,
You know
this
another
is the
good one?
most I have seen of Roman in 6 months.
It's almost like Mania's this week.
Yeah, Chad. It's the most anyone's seen Roman in the last 6 months.
It's the most anybody's seen Roman in the last 6 years.
Okay. Chad, get up, get up to date.
All right, gentlemen. Well, unless you guys want to talk about CM Punk or Bully Ray on Busted Open, I think we're good.
Yeah, hold on, but we got to talk about one more thing. Just one more thing, right?
What are we talking about?
Let's talk about how CM Punk lives rent free in every motherfucker's head in AEW.
You know,
Every single babyface wrestler dropped a promo about how AEW is only positive and looking forward.
how everyone should like every wrestling event.
Yeah.
So I don't hate AEW. Contrary to what you get, I know. Contrary to what any viewers might believe based on my arguments, I just think that AEW still treats their show like it's the Indies, where they're not televised, like they're not episodic television. And I was listening to Busted Open, and Bully Ray had a great point. Sure, when you have an indie show and you're not televised, sure, hit someone with three fucking 3Ds through a table. Put three motherfuckers through a table. Because you know what? It's a spectacle. You're there in person. But when it's episodic TV and most of your viewers are at home, you hit them with one. You put one person through a table, you make it meaningful. So
I
this
do
kind of
agree
like
with that.
piggybacks to what we kind of piggybacks to what we talked about with like color. Like when was the last time WWE had this much color? Whenever WWE had color, it was in a feud that like, oh shit. Oh
Like
shit.
JBL and Eddie Guerrero. Or
That's when they were a
JBL
little
and John Cena.
that's when they were a little egregious with it. But a good example is
The Undertaker and Maven.
last week with
I think it was 2 weeks ago.
no, that was last week. It was because on the first,
Yeah, you're right.
it's like damn, we were not expecting that. It felt so much better. That was better than say Moxley blading every fucking week.
Yeah, you can flick Moxley in the forehead and he loses a quarter blood.
Moxley's gonna have a forehead that looks like White New Jack.
Moxley is
Abdullah
going
the
to look
Butcher.
like Devon Dudley by the time this is done. Devon Dudley's forehead.
Anyone who was in ECW's forehead's pretty fucked up. But that's just one thing that like that's my biggest gripe. That's the fact that the owner is a fucking child. Have any of you guys watched the documentary on the Team Foxcatcher, the amateur wrestling?
No.
So you guys should probably check this out. Team Foxcatcher was the Team USA's wrestling like training program. You guys should really look into it because you guys know the Kurt Angle meme where he's like, that's going around lately.
Yeah.
Well, he's wearing a shirt about Mark Schultz. Mark Schultz was this American prodigy wrestler that was murdered by the Team Foxcatcher. And the dude who ran Team Foxcatcher was living seriously through his amateur wrestling. Tony Khan is professional wrestling's John DuPont. You guys should go watch the documentary. Go check it out. Kurt Angle actually trained with Team Foxcatcher before his Olympic run. You guys
I've heard that name before. It
Yep.
does sound familiar, but I haven't seen the documentary.
Documentaries on Netflix. You guys should watch it before Mania. And just remember that I said Tony Khan is professional wrestling's John DuPont. Just think about it. You're going to see the parallels. It's going to be amazing.
Can we just talk real quick too about the Bray Wyatt documentary?
I haven't seen it yet because I don't feel like bawling.
Spoiler alert. They Bray Wyatt the fuck out of us at the end of that. Like, it'll come up, it'll do the art, rest in peace, Wyndham Rotunda, 1987 to 2023, right? And then it'll go to a black screen, and Wyndham will pop up, it'll go backwards, and Rotunda will come up, and it'll go backwards. And then it'll just replay it, just Wyndham Rotunda. And then it cuts off to a lantern, and the light starts to flicker, and that shit comes back on. And then as the camera goes to zoom out, there's a silhouette of Uncle Howdy standing back there.
Oh, good old Bo.
So that leads me to believe that sometime during the summer, we might get Uncle Howdy back.
I'm hearing rumors that we're going to get it. I mean, I don't see it happening, but supposedly at Mania.
Speaking of Mania, let's see if the stage has been revealed yet.
I'm going to bring something up that I don't think either of you guys have seen. I know Chad hasn't seen because he's on Twitter, but did you see all the tattoos people are getting at Mania weekend? Like at the, the official, shit, like official tattoo book that WWE is providing?
I actually have seen
Yeah.
some of that.
One of the tattoos is the AJ Lee spider.
What do you mean?
You know AJ Lee's like spider logo that's on her shit?
Oh, they did release it.
Gentlemen, I think we should wrap this up.
I think we should too. That'll be it for this week's episode. Because
Short.
It's Mania
We'll be
weekend,
back.
and I don't got time to record a podcast. So this is it. See you next week. Follow me on Twitter. Like, subscribe.
We'll be back. We'll be recording the Friday after Mania, the SmackDown after Mania. So, you guys have a great day, great weekend. Enjoy your Mania, and check.
Happy Mania weekend. Peace out.